Hey, on today's Florida cooking segment, we're going to show you how to select and enjoy
fresh from Florida seafood.
Ha!
Here we are, man.
Nice.
Wild ocean.
What's wild? Well, here we are, Chef Justin. You know, we're standing in front of the seafood counter here, and I can't tell you how many times I've just stood here with the stare.
Sir? Sir, can I help you?
There's so much selection here, there's so much to choose from, and I really don't know what I'm looking for, and I don't know if it's fresh or not,
Right.
So, you know, really need some help here.
First thing you need to do is know what questions to ask. And this will go a long ways as to figuring out what's the best fish for you.
How you doing, Mike?
Good.
Nice to meet you. So, Mike, what's fresh?
First question you want to ask is simple. Where's it from?
What answer do I want?
Well, really the answer is you want Florida seafood. I mean, you know that Florida water is tested, it's local, you're going to be supporting our fishermen here in the state of Florida.
Today, fresh, we have some nice pompano. Came from Playlinda Beach, which is about 20 miles due east of here. Beautiful fish, came in yesterday. Next to that, I've got some yellowtail snapper. Those came in from the Keys. Like, got some nice Florida lobsters there.
Nice.
They're also caught from our coast right here, about 30 miles offshore.
The second part I like to call the three senses when
Okay.
selecting seafood. We all use our eyes first. Okay, we're looking at the seafood. Does the skin have a shiny metallic coat? Are the gills nice and red? Are the eyes nice and clear? These are all indicators to fresh seafood.
Okay.
Okay. The second part is smell. You need to ask your seafood monger, can I smell the fish? And
Okay.
they should have no problem bringing it out and let you smell it. Shouldn't be fishy, nice, clean, sea mist, beautiful. And then the third one is touch.
Okay.
You know, you really want to touch that fish. You want to press into the flesh of the fish.
Okay.
Just light pressure, and it should spring right back. I mean, that'll let you know that you got a fresh piece of fish here. If you press into it and the indentation stays, or it starts to flake apart a little bit, then
Yeah.
that's an older piece of fish, and you want to look for something else.
I tell you what, Mike, I'm looking at this pompano. You mind pulling it out of the case there for me?
No problem, let me grab one for you. There's that pompano right there.
Yeah. Oh, wow, look at that boy. Whoo-wee, absolutely gorgeous. So, man, yeah, it
Smells good.
smells good, yeah.
Eyes are clear. It has some bright red gills.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, nice and red, nice and pink. You know, you're right, Chef. It does smell like the ocean. It does have that sea smell to it.
The next thing you need to do is be prepared to transport your fish.
Okay.
Okay, a lot of people come in and they'll bring a nice little cooler with them that they can fill with ice and be able to take their fish home on ice. The proper way to store seafood is directly on ice.
So that's for like a serious guy. Let's say I don't come in with the cooler. Like, what other options do I have to keep that fish on ice?
Right, well then you can ask your seafood purveyor to double bag with ice on the outside. They should have no problem doing that.
Okay.
It's a great way to keep your fish nice and cold.
that's
The
a good
colder it
idea.
is, the fresher it's gonna stay. This is gonna ensure you're gonna have a great seafood experience.
I'll tell you what, Mike, give me 2 of these.
All right.
All right?
No problem.
Someone who's starting out cooking seafood for the first time, what's a good seafood to start out with?
As a beginner, I would recommend starting out with shrimp. You know, maybe keeping the peel on,
Yeah.
and some simple methods like some steaming or broiling, and then work our way up to the more complicated dishes.
Good deal. And remembering all along your #1 rule about cooking seafood.
You can't depend on time to get it done. You really have to get in there, look at the meatiest part of the seafood to see if it's getting done. No overcooking.
You don't want to overcook it.
That's right.
Don't overcook the
There's-
seafood. So, Chef, here's some shellfish, clams, and oysters.
That's right.
So what are some general rules for this?
Well, really, when buying oysters, mussels, clams, you want them live. And there's a couple easy ways to check to see if it's live. First, it's popped open a little bit. You want to give it a little tap, and it should have some kind of reaction to closed shell. And in fact, when you're cooking them, and if they don't open up, then that's not a good sign either. So
Okay, good. So either live or frozen.
that's right.
One of those two.
Yep.
Good point. If you're a seafood guy, I mean, and you love to cook seafood, this is like an ideal place to go, right?
They usually have some really unique different kind of spices. Definitely the breadings, different kind of fish coatings, crab boils, seafood boils, your fish fries. It's fun to experiment with all these kinds of stuff. Part of the seafood experience.
Yeah. Let's fillet a fish. We're about to go split some shrimp here, so you gotta get suited up. I'm supposed to be taking the meat out of the shell? Do you ever pocket these, like steal a few? How many of these you do a day, you think? Oh, the heads don't go in there. Sorry. What is... Hey, that's a good fillet right there. When you can see through it, cooking seafood, it's a little bit of an adventure, right?
Yeah, cooking seafood is a lot about confidence. The more you cook, the more confidence you get, and the better your dishes are gonna turn out. But it's an adventure that is totally worth it. I can't think of a better thing to eat than some fresh Florida seafood.
Amen, brother. Ha!